realizing that I am I can't get to the insight. I can't get to the insight when I'm not present, when I'm not mindful. Then I just get lost. It's like it's just being trapped in just unhelpful thought patterns. It just repeats, repeating, and it's just like if I can get to that place of stillness, it's the most beautiful place to get to when you're there. But that's also part of the problem. That's part of the crutch, is wanting to get to the stillness. So the whole point of spiritual practice is to see the truth. And the truth is, that I'm either plagued by guilt or rage. And I try to use one to temper the other. I attempt to use rage to dissolve the guilt. It's like, no, I don't have to feel guilty because you did. And then I use the guilt to temper the rage. It's like, no, it was me. I can't win. Neither one works. It's a distortion. But this isn't like who I want to be. This is the problem. The wanting. It's like I'm dissolving. I remember I had that panic attack once, and I said it felt like my face was falling off. And it was realizing the face falling off, was realizing what had been going on all those years. I finally realized it. Now I finally understand what my grandfather meant in that dream when he said the truth isn't in the words. Because he couldn't speak. for so many years. And I felt sorry for him. And I felt guilty that I didn't visit him that much. I realize now that he couldn't speak, but he said so much. Truth isn't in the words. The truth isn't in the words. Understood what he meant. He was trying to teach me how to communicate. In his silence, he was powerful, spiritually powerful. Like a sage. He could only listen. I used to think it was sad that he missed out on things. But in some ways, he never missed out. I think he heard. I think he saw more. That thing lying there. He seemed peaceful. Grandma visited him every day. know whether he learned to meditate when he was lying there. Maybe he discovered meditation. Maybe he became enlightened. He was like that for years. So he had the time. Maybe he remembered the technique from a previous life. Starting to realize that I'm causing my own suffering. Things I say, the things I do, the things I don't say, the things I don't do. And my sister said something to me. She said, if you really want to do something, if you're really important to you, you'll keep doing it until you can't do it anymore and you fall asleep. It's just about music. She would study late at night. Maybe that's why I put so much pressure on myself, because people always said, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I try and get to sleep, but I don't know whether I should put something on to listen to or not. I can't find anything relaxing to listen to. I feel like I need something on. Almost every problem I've had in my life with any person has always been because I can't control my emotions. I need to start by watching the emotions. I mean, that's where the truth is ultimately, is in the emotional center. Ultimately, that's what anger is an emotion. And the forms of greed are emotions. Wanting, craving, I mean, it's all craving, isn't it? Even the aversion is a craving for another experience. But yeah, the truth isn't in the words. I don't know what to listen to now. Key is for me is to know when something is an emotional reaction, discern between the emotional reaction and the wise action. And most times I was emotional. I'm trying to fill a void that can never be filled. It's like when I check subscribers or when I check the views, it's like I'll say it doesn't matter because overall it's not hugely important. It's not a good reference point. Because what gained me most of the subscribers is that video, which is just awful, of me arguing with that guy. Things that are actually useful don't even get many views. Most of the stuff that's actually useful doesn't get many views. And most of the stuff that's garbage, such as my most popular video, gets more views. You may ask, why don't I delete it? You'd have a point, why don't I delete it? Because it's getting views and it's getting subscribers. I mean, maybe that can pull people in and then people may watch something of more use. If I delete it, I'm deleting part of history. It's like that happened. I'm somewhat ashamed of it. I kind of felt good about myself for a while at the time, but now when I look back, I'm sort of just could have said, yeah, he knocked on my door. I felt bad energy from him. Could have just remained silent. Like my granddad said, the truth isn't in the words. That look on my face when I started to disassociate. And he was like, yeah. And it was like, that was the truth. That I felt uncomfortable around him. And that was all he needed to know. He was obviously wounded as well. There's two wounded people mirroring each other. Probably have more in common than we think.